Welcome back to Grilling with Grove. My name's Austin, and today what I got going for you is a grilled steak. But this is not an ordinary steak. I'm going to be trying out the mayonnaise steak. When you put the mayonnaise on the steak, it's said to help give a better bark and to keep the steak moist. Today, we're going to be seasoning with this Texas Best brisket rub from Heave products. I'm going to leave the information below in the description box, so just click show more. Let me show you the steak that I'm working with, and then we'll get started. Here's a look at the steak we got today, and I'm going to use some salt, some of that Heave product rub, and some mayonnaise on this steak. This is actually a natural Angus beef steak, and they've got it rated as choice. So it's going to be interesting to see how this turns out. I'm going to slather this steak up, and then we'll be ready. First step that we're going to do tonight is light some hardwood lump charcoal, and this provides the best flavor for our steak. So I've got some pieces in there that are starting to catch, and I've got some leftover pieces from a previous cook, so we're just going to dump those in top when they get hot. I've added another steak from the same package actually, and it doesn't have mayonnaise on it, so we're going to be able to compare. Now our fire is almost up to temp. I've put some soaked hickory wood chips on there to give us some smoke flavor. The first step that I'm going to do is go ahead and slow smoke these until they reach about 110 degrees or so, and then we'll sear them off. Our steaks are off the grill because they've hit about 110 degrees, and what I've done is started a new batch of charcoal and dumped it, and now we're just waiting for the flames to die down, and then what we're going to do is get the cold side of the grate over the fire, and then we're going to sear our steaks. Here's what our steaks look like over that fire, and we're going to let this go for about 1:30 for each side, and then we'll be done. I've rotated the grate and flipped them, and I took 1 minute on the front side, so we're going to go 1 minute on the back side. Here are the steaks, they're resting. Now, if we had had thicker steaks, we could have went a little bit longer on that sear. I'm still decently happy with it though, but I do see some opportunity for some more sear. So what we're going to do is let these rest up, and then we're going to cut them in half, and hopefully we've done a decent job. I've cut the steaks, and we didn't do too bad of a job. That steak on the right is definitely medium rare. The steak on the left, probably still medium rare, but probably closer to medium. The left steak is the Mayo steak, and the right steak is the control steak. So let's give these a taste. On the control steak, we use this Kansas City steak rub. So let's give that a try. Got a nice little piece there. All right, that bark was decent. Again, because the steaks were so thin, couldn't really get a heavy kind of crust bark on there, but it was decent. Definitely juicy and moist, so that's good. So now with the second steak, what we used was this Texas Best brisket rub. So let's give that a try. And this is our Mayo steak as well. So you can see on that steak, you got a little bit more of the char that we like. So let's see if it's juicier. All right, I can't honestly say that it's juicier, but the char on that steak was a lot better. Now that could have been because the rub had more sugar in it than the other rub. I'm not exactly sure, but definitely give the Mayo steak a try, and let me know in the comments below when you try it what you think. Okay, if you liked what I did today, go ahead and give us a thumbs up, share it on your social media, shout it out to your friends, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe. All right, see you on the next one.